Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's topic is not gonna be so depressing. I'm not gonna lie to you. My past couple of videos I've been posting has been very sensitive. You know, I know a lot of people are kind of like tired of seeing what's going on in Palestine, and they don't want to like hear it anymore. Because, you know, we're trying to go upon our day. You know, we're trying to live our life, but like, how can we when we're seeing, you know, so much going on? Like, I was just watching some videos about what's going on in the Congo and like just the genocide there. It's just like, it's getting crazy in Africa right now, you know? And not only in Africa, like there's still wars going on right now in the Ukraine and Russia. It's just like, it's just crazy how there's literally clashing everywhere, you know? I can go on so much about that, but today I kind of want to just talk about Oakland, you know? Because when I started my podcast, I was just emphasizing Oakland a lot. Like, you know, like Oakland to me has always like, it's been home to me, you know? Although I was born in Brooklyn, New York, you know, I always tell people I was raised in Oakland. So Oakland to me is home. It's where I learned a lot about myself and, you know.
Y'all turned me into who I am today.
But, so today's video is going to be just a little history. Just, I promise it won't be boring. I'm going to just do it. I just feel like this information is just very important. Because if you love Oakland, you got to know where we came from, you know, like, yeah, so. I'm not saying I'm an historian. I don't know everything about Oakland, but I just did a little small research, and I'm gonna cover this, and then also I'm gonna have a video that I'm just gonna watch with you guys. I haven't watched it yet. I just watched like the first 20 seconds, and I already knew like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this video with you guys. It's about Oakland too, and the history, and you know how far these roots have grown, you know. So let's move on. So the history of Oakland, California can be traced back to the founding of a settlement by Horace Carpentier, Edson Adams, and Andrew Moon in the 19th century. The area now known as Oakland had seen human occupation for thousands of years, but significant growth in the settlements that are now incorporated into the city did not occur until the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was also known as the First Industrial Revolution, was a period of global transition of human economy towards more widespread, efficient, and stable manufacturing processes that succeeded the agricultural revolution, starting from Great Britain, continental Europe, and the United States, that occurred during the period from around 1760 to about 1820 through 1840. Oakland was first incorporated as a town in 1852. In 1854, it was reincorporated as a city. Horace was elected the first mayor, but like it did not last though, like because he was pretty much like kicked out in 1855 by an angry citizenry when it was discovered that he had acquired exclusive right to the waterfront from the town board of trustees in 1852. So that's really interesting. Charles Campbell replaced him as mayor on March 5th, 1855. During the city's early development, the small tidal estuary, so estuary, I believe, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's like a water, I believe, like a big body of water, you know, to the east of downtown had become the city's first sewer, but by the 1860s, the stench had become so bad. I don't want to imagine how that would smell like, to be honest. I'm happy we live during these times where technology is like amazing and we don't have to worry about failing sewer systems or anything like that. And I also want to give a shout out to those people who work those jobs. Like, I don't know if you guys used to watch that show, Dirty Jobs, but when, you know, one of my favorite episodes when he had to like go in the sewers and like clean it, I'm like, bro, I wouldn't, man, that's crazy. But yeah, moving on. The city eventually built a new sewer system, and the estuary was filled in to create Lake Merritt, a popular recreation area today that we all know. But unfortunately, Lake Merritt now is becoming very hot. Like, not hot as in temperature, but like, you gotta be very safe when you go Lake Merritt. Like, I stopped going there because of something that happened. I used to work in downtown Oakland too at the Courtyard Marriott. I was always by Lake Merritt. Whenever I used to get off my shift, I used to always go to Lake Merritt by the water and just chill and meditate. I swear it was a really nice time, but I haven't been there in a very long time. But Oakland's location on the San Francisco Bay made it to a natural center for trading and commerce. So this is when the Bay Area, I believe, started picking up. So the city's port was a major shipping hub for goods from all over the world. In 1869, Oakland was chosen as the western terminus of the first transcontinental railroad. That sounds pretty like, dang, like, shouldn't we get some money off that, you know? I'm just playing. This further boosted the city's economy and made it a major transport hub. In the early 20th century, Oakland became a major industrial center. The city's factories produced everything from ships to cars, and Oakland has become like a center, and not to include that Oakland was also becoming like a center for art and culture. So that's what I love about Oakland, honestly. It's just like the diversity of art and the cultural indifferences that make it so beautiful, you know? Like, literally, like, we are a melting pot, you know? I know America is considered a melting pot, but like Oakland is so diverse. Like, if you just go to certain parts of Oakland, you literally can get a taste of everything, you know? Like, not just talking about the food, but I'm just talking about like just seeing how people live, and you know, it's really cool. So the Oakland Museum of California was founded in 1910, and the city's theater scene flourished. So that's what gave Oakland more of an art scene. That was when the Oakland Museum of California was founded. So that's really cool to really know that. Yeah, like, because we just thought these things were here, but it's just crazy when you see like how Oakland just starts building from the ground up, you know? Oakland's population grew rapidly in the 20th century, and by the 1960s, the city had become the 7th largest in the United States. However, Oakland's economy began to decline in the 1960s and the 1970s, and many businesses eventually left Oakland to other parts of the country. But next is going to be the video that we're all going to watch together. It's a 2-minute video. It's not that long, but just going to show just the history of Oakland. And, you know, this video kind of like highlights the struggles of Oakland too. So that's what I love about Oakland. It's like not just the resistance, but like, you know, how we do stand up to injustice, you know? That's what I love about Oakland so much. But all right, let's get to the video.
West Oakland has a rich history that includes wartime booms, a vibrant jazz and blues scene, and social activism.
Black Panther Party.
West Oakland reached its peak population in 1950.
I don't mean to pause this so fast, but I didn't know that Merritt Community College is where the creator of the Black Panther Party pretty much originated from. And the reason why I know this, it'll be very fast, I promise, but when I think it was like my second spoken word I ever did, was at Merritt College inside the auditorium. And after I did my performance, I'm not lying to you, a Black Panther member was there, and he shook my hand in front of everyone. And what he told me was that, you know, what I did on stage reminded, you know, him of somebody who was really important. And I was like, who? And then he told me turn around. I swear to God, I turned around, and then it was Huey Newton, you know, the guy who pretty much started the Black Panther Party. And yeah, it was pretty interesting. But I just was kind of humble for him to like even compare me to somebody like that. I was honestly like, yeah, I just couldn't believe it. And it was just honestly a really good compliment, because a lot of my poetry, it's pretty much activism in a very poetic way. But yeah, I just thought it was crazy that the creator of the Black Panther Party started from Oakland. A lot of people knew that, but I didn't know from, you know, Merritt Community College. You know, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, moving on.
There were 40,000 residents, predominantly African American. Many migrated from the South during World War II. The area was a boom town for business, jobs, and entertainment. After the war, West Oakland saw decades of turmoil and blight.
Urban renewal is a program for all of Oakland.
Several public projects would disrupt the neighborhood.
It can and it will revitalize our city's life and values.
You know, eminent domain with the post office coming up and the BART station. What it's done is just left an area that became neglected. With that, you know, with poverty, neglect, breeds crime, breeds other things.
A lot of crime.
Pressure from the Bay Area housing market has caused home prices and rents in West Oakland to rise rapidly.
Now,
the neighborhood is now home to
housing
roughly
crisis.
25,000 residents. Over the last 2 decades, the African American population has decreased by a third.
All these people that move in these places is Caucasian.
Today, even the industrial heart of West Oakland is changing.
I mean, here there used to be steel makers and, you know, huge factories. And all those are rescheduled, reset for development. It's not going to stay industrial or light industrial for a long time. Our company's been around for 30 years, of which most of them in Oakland. I have offers on this building constantly. So at this level, maybe it's going to be another, subsidiary of San Francisco Tech.
The changes happening now will define the next chapter in the story of West Oakland.
Thank you guys for hanging in there. It's a very short video, but yeah, again, I just love to represent Oakland as much as I can, instead of doing a long video about Oakland. I just like to emphasize, the symbols of Oakland, and what that video showed was, yeah, the word gentrification. We heard that term many times, what happens to beautiful cities that, was once prosperous, and then out of nowhere, boom, the economy fails, and then what happens next to all the people that live there? Gentrification. And but some people may argue with me saying it's just a survival of the fittest, to make a city prosper, you got to get rid of the old to make way for the new. A lot of times I'm it's just really sad because we don't see the number of people that have been kicked out of Oakland and out of their homes that, they've been there for many years. I've seen a downfall of Oakland in a way that I can't describe it, and I'm not just talking about just the crime and the theft and all that. I'm talking about the political injustice in Oakland. Oakland is beautiful because a lot of people here, although people see, Oakland as this crazy city that you just can't leave anything in your car and whatnot, but we do stand up, when you push us to the edge, we react. And sometimes you don't even have to push us to the edge. A lot of times, I don't know, I've seen Oakland do many beautiful things, but also seen a lot of unfortunate things happen in Oakland as well. But I just want to say, before I end this podcast, that for anyone who doesn't know anything about Oakland or never been to Oakland or just has that that bad interpretation of Oakland, Oakland's a very beautiful place. And for anyone here who is still in Oakland, I hope you can remain in Oakland and, continue to prosper. But it's just really hard for a lot of people. I have a lot of friends that had to leave, and yeah, it's very sad. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and just Bay Area representing as best as I can. And I hope that the Bay Area can prosper, and I hope that a lot of us here can achieve our dreams and represent the beautiful roots of Oakland. Because the culture of Oakland is kind of being altered a little bit, and through many ways, by the way. I would love to talk about it, but yeah, I just want to make it nice, sweet, and short. Oakland's a beautiful place, has a beautiful history, and there's so much that can be done for Oakland and for the people of Oakland. So thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful day or night, and always appreciate it. Seriously.